Most people think Venezuela was just another political crisis. It wasn't. It functioned as a signal not just to one country, but to the entire global financial system. When major powers take visible action, the goal is rarely limited to a single leader or nation. What matters is who is watching. In global economics, influence isn't maintained by constant confrontation. It's maintained by selective demonstration. One public example creates dozens of private adjustments. Venezuela sits at a strategic crossroads few people talk about. It connects energy production, international sanctions, global currency settlement, foreign infrastructure financing, competing economic blocs. That combination made it a case study, not an accident. The message wasn't about oil alone. It was about how far a country can operate outside a dominant financial system before consequences appear. Modern nations rarely collapse from invasion. They collapse when money flow is restricted. Today's strongest tools aren't weapons, they're mechanisms. Restricted access to banking networks, frozen international assets, trade limitations, insurance and shipping constraints, currency settlement exclusions. When these systems tighten, economies don't fall overnight. They slow, strain, then fracture. Why other countries pay attention? Many countries quietly experiment with alternatives. Trading commodities outside dominant currencies, accepting infrastructure financing from rival powers, using discounts or intermediaries to avoid restrictions. On the surface, it looks manageable. But visible enforcement changes calculations. The unspoken rule becomes clear. Participation is flexible, alignment is not unlimited. How large systems maintain control. Power structures rarely announce new rules. They demonstrate outcomes. History shows repeating patterns, not to claim territory, but to reinforce control over systems. The real leverage lies in trade routes, financial clearing, currency dominance, payment authorization, market access. When those are controlled, physical occupation becomes unnecessary. What this means for markets? Markets rarely react instantly to structural stress. The pattern usually looks like this. 1. Dismissal. 2. Confusion. 3. Volatility. Energy markets tend to react first. Emerging markets follow. Currencies adjust next. Liquidity tightens quietly then suddenly. If by the time retail investors notice, the process is already underway. Headlines focus on personalities. Systems focus on pressure. When negotiations shift from quiet diplomacy to public warnings, it usually means the underlying structure is being tested. That's when assumptions break. That's when risk is repriced. That's when understanding systems matters more than opinions. Venezuela wasn't the headline. It was the signal. And signals aren't meant to scare, they're meant to be understood.